So I'm Alex Roseman, I'm the head of reducing reoffending at HM Belmarsh. I've been in prison service for 17 years and been here at Belmarsh for the last 7. Belmarsh as a prison is what's called a core local, so it provides a number of different services. Part of it is as a local prison which serves the courts, high security estate holding in custody men who are category A and men who are category B but require high security conditions. We also operate as a resettlement prison, so working with men who come to us with 6 months or less to serve, dealing with their issues prior to release. I think for men coming out of prison, it is difficult to integrate back into society. Some of that's about society not wanting to engage with them. Some of that's around what stage of life people are at and being able to accept that they need to integrate with society. There are other obstacles, things like the need to disclose criminal offences, the attitude of employers to that, and the attitude of employers, particularly at a time, I guess, of austerity, where you're getting a greater field of people applying for jobs who are often, got quite considerable experience and qualification often over what you require for the job. I think they're still disadvantaged. It's well recorded that they're an excluded group from a lot of employment and services, and that can be really difficult for men going back out, and that stigma that they carry with them. Industry forms an important part by establishing that ability to go to work and be rewarded for it, demonstrate a consistent attendance, have those skills to work with other people in a workplace, but it also affects them as a person and starts to build that sense of agency and that sense of self-belief that they can achieve something. A large part of the resettlement focus is about addressing some of that. And what we know from literature on desistance around helping men to desist from offending is that an important part of that is work and having a sense of agency, that you can contribute something and that you are important in the world. At Belmarsh we have a number of opportunities for prisoners to go to work. Those are arranged through 131 Solutions and private sector prison industries in the main. What 131 Solutions brought us was an opportunity to work with Green Office and XMA to open a workshop here working on remanufacturing printer cartridges to be used by public sector organisations. We had the kind of will to make this work with them and have done a really successful job of setting up a quality workshop which has been recognised by the Emergency Inspectorate of Prisons and through being awarded the Elton Trophy as the most successful high security workshop in the estate. You walk into the workshop and it's different. Prisoners have a uniform that's been supplied. The workshop is branded, so it's not just kind of relatively blank plain walls. There are large signage for XMA, Green Office, Ink2Work, which is the project. And guys have a real sense of feeling like they belong in that environment. They talk about feeling like they've left prison to go to work and that it feels like a real world working opportunity. XMA for their part, are very interested in providing a good range of remanufactured cartridges that have a beneficial environmental effect and a reduction in cost to the public sector. It's important to make sure that we're using public money responsibly and try to find ways to use that better. I think there's also clearly the social benefit of doing this with a traditionally excluded group who find it difficult to access opportunities like this. I think what this gives is it gives a high quality of work. So these are quite complicated devices. They're electromechanical printer cartridges. Guys get to work on it from start to finish. So they will take a cartridge, they'll strip it down, they'll empty it, they'll remanufacture it, put it back together, package it, box it, and they have ownership of that product throughout. In terms of reducing reoffending and resettlement, this gives men an opportunity to test out that experience of working, to test out managing a relationship with an employer, and to test out working as part of being a workforce. If we're able to get more government departments involved in using these remanufactured cartridges, more departments signed in with XMA and Green Office to do that, then there's hopefully the opportunity to develop more work here at Belmarsh and develop actual opportunities in the community that men can go to on release to continue what they've learned here and to have that integrated release plan where they're going out to a job using skills that they've learned in prison, and that would be the ideal model for us to get to as things in the prison expand and hopefully we can get other departments within government interested in using these remanufactured cartridges, both for environmental and sort of social reasons, so that we can give the opportunity to more men here and open more workshops of this nature.